It's a beautiful Tuesday. This is Tuesday Inspiration with Toby, and we will be talking about a very soothing topic, which I want everybody to pay keen attention to, so as to gain a lot from it. Because a lot of us know some of these things, but we need to be reminded as time goes by. So today's topic is recreate. This topic is recreate, and when you say recreate, what comes to mind? Now, there must be a creation before you recreate. There must be a template before you can work on it. You'd have to improve on so many things. A baby is born, the baby learns how to walk, sometimes falls, sometimes gets injured, but the baby keeps moving, and that is what we're all supposed to learn from. So today I'll be looking at recreating ourselves from the angle of innovation and communication. Just stay tuned and listen attentively. So you know that innovation is the bedrock of every great thing that has ever happened in the world, in the society. Innovation has been the best thing that has happened to mankind. All those who have innovative mindset come up with a lot of great ideologies, great implementations, great ideas just come out, just pop up, and they begin to do amazing things. They begin to do so many things that people will begin to say, oh, how did he achieve ABC? Is it because he is wealthy? Is it because he's from a wealthy background? Is it because people love him? Some of these things do not actually mean that because you're from a wealthy background, then you would be successful. You're from a poor background, then you would not be successful. They are not actually very true. So what we need to understand is that we have the tendency of achieving so many things that we put our mind to only if we can recreate these things. The challenge sometimes that we have is that inability to be innovative. We believe that there are certain ways that we need to do something. Okay, because everybody's doing this, I have to follow through. Because everybody's wearing t-shirts, I have to wear t-shirts. But what is the purpose of wearing the t-shirt? Now, because everyone is doing something does not mean that is the best that can happen to you. Does not mean that there are no other stuff that you could do to achieve so many things. Because we have systems, we have values, we have ideologies or precepts that are laid down that we think we need to follow, does not really mean that we ought to follow them. In a generation like ours, you need to understand that there's a need to be creative. You need to be, I was going to say abnormal, yes? You need to not follow the norm. You must not follow the norm. You must not engage yourself in activities that are stereotypical in nature. You must not say, okay, because everybody must go to work, then I must go to work. Because everybody must go to school, I must go to school. Because everybody must talk, then I must talk. Now, whatever you're going to be doing, you have to understand that it has to be something that will solve a problem. You have to be innovative in a way that, yes, okay, if I do this, how many problems will it solve? How many people will it affect? If it is having it at the back of your mind that, yes, I want to make extra income from this. Yes, making money is very cool, don't get twisted. But the truth is, how many people would benefit and achieve so many things by that singular act of innovation that you have brought up? It is now important for us to understand this. How do we link communication to this recreation now? This is, for example, It started from when people were writing in scrolls as channel of communications, where they had to read at openings, at gatherings, just for people to understand what the emperor is saying. Then it evolved, it moved to when they invented paper, they invented ink. Somebody thought of it and they started writing letters. Okay, we're writing letters now. How will my letter get to the next person? You had to send somebody on foot or with a horse to travel for days, sometimes months. Before you knew it, from paper we moved to fax machines. We could fax these things. Actually, this message we can encode it, then it gets to the receiver that would decode it. Then it also moved again to somebody thinking that, we could do telephone. I remember when I was a little child that we had to go to, for example, in Nigeria, we had to go to Nitel office to make a call through to our dad anytime he was away. Even growing up, where we grew up in the barracks, there were times to say, okay, yeah, you would receive this call from so hours to so hours. Your husband, as I tell my mom now, your husband will call from this hour to this hour. We go to they call it BMU then. We go there, we receive the call with the Nitel phone. Yes, we talk to our father, we are happy. Yes, we've communicated. But as time went by, it now became very obvious that the world needed more than that in terms of communication. Somebody just came up with GSM. Somebody just invented it. Somebody just said, I don't want to make GSM because I want to make money from it. I want to make communication easier to everybody who is supposed to be communicating. And as humans, we need to communicate. Now, there was a problem of limiting us to the landline because you could not carry the landlines everywhere. So somebody saw that, we could make GSM very portable. You could move around. We call it mobile phones. Then we started with mobile phones that did not have cameras. We had cameras that we had to wash out negatives just to reprint. But now we have digital cameras that do amazing things, pretty amazing things, trust me, that you don't need to really edit some of them if you have the right idea on how to handle the camera. Now, back to communication. Then you see that we began to communicate effectively from the GSM that you had, receiving calls. We started to take pictures. It moved from 2G to 3G. We have 4G. Now we're moving to 5G. It keeps evolving because some persons were thinking that it is important to recreate. It is important to solve problems. Then everyone who came up with those ideas have solved problems. That is the truth. They haven't just made money, but they have solved problems. Now I can do a live video. I could do recordings and sell it, or put it on my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, put it on Instagram, just for everybody to be aware of what is going on and how we can help ourselves, because this is like a symbiotic relationship. I'm out here to help people to grow and people to reconnect to wherever they have lost it. And today's topic, like I said, is recreate. So you need to understand that there's a need to create something that would change the world in the next seconds. You need to understand that there's a need to look at your life and analyze it critically. See what you have been doing, see how best you can now do it. Because there are a lot of things that are changing in the world, but people are not changing because they do not understand that it is important for them to change. To this end, I would like to read out two quotes from very prominent people too. One is by Seal the Smile, and it said, "Change is to focus all your energy, not in fixing the past, but in recreating the future." I'll take that again. Change is to focus all your energy, not in fixing the past, but in recreating the future. Meaning that whatever has happened in your past is not really important at this point. You have to now recreate yourself. You now have to gather yourself together and understand that, yes, I need to come up with great innovations. I need to be very creative. I need to be a creative thinker. I need to understand that yes, I am supposed to be a problem solver, not somebody who just wants to follow the norm or who just wants to live or exist or coexist with other humans just to like you. People do not really necessarily have to like you, but they have to like your inventions. They have to appreciate your innovations. When you begin to innovate and you begin to solve problems, people will begin to run to you to help, for you to help them solve problems. The second one is from Talia. Talia said, "There's nothing more addictive or incredible in life than reinventing yourself and allow yourself to be different every day." I'll take that again. There's nothing more addictive or incredible in life than reinventing yourself and allow yourself to be different every day. Meaning that every day you wake up, look at possible solutions to make the world a better place. Look at possible solutions to recreate whatever has been created, to see how you can move technological you could advance technologically, how you could do so many amazing things. It is therefore important for everyone to know that we need to look for possible ways to help our generation. We need to look for possible ways to help ourselves. We need to reinvent ourselves. We need to recreate all that we know. We need to be innovative. We need to be creative, and the world will be a better place. It's Tuesday Inspiration with Toby. I hope that watching this will inspire you and you begin to think of amazing things that you could do to solve problems and not to create more problems. I dare you today to recreate yourself, recreate the norm, and solve problems. Tuesday Inspiration with Toby. Join me next week Tuesday as I take you through another amazing topic. I remain my own self, Oluwatobi Olarende. As I used to say, I'm a development enthusiast, and I want to see you recreating things and making the world a better place. Have a wonderful day. Read up all of the stories on all my social media handles. Thank you very much for joining. Love you guys. Bye.